Hi, my name is Terry O'Daniel. I'm the Executive Director of the Academy of St. Louis. And for the last 17 years, we've been serving students with learning disabilities, pre-K through 12th grade. Also, we're affiliated with the Catholic Church. We are accredited by Advanced Ed, who also accredits Parkway and Rockwood. I would invite you to join me now to find out some more things about the Academy that may answer some of the questions that you have about our program. So let's go ahead and get started on our virtual tour. I'm going to introduce you to Daniela Morales, who is a teacher here at the Academy of St. Louis and is also our Dean of Academics. She's going to explain to you a little bit about how we differ in our academic curriculum from other schools.
At the Academy of St. Louis, we really use a lot of different kinds of curriculum because we know and we've learned that kids all learn very differently. By being blessed with a low student to teacher ratio, it really allows us to mix our grade levels and also the abilities of the students. For example, we might have a class that has 6th, 7th, and 8th grade students combined, but let's say one of the 6th graders has proficient math skills and they could be grouped with an 8th grade student for math. Using this model really helps us to individualize all instruction. In addition to that, we do one-on-one teaching, small group, and large group within each classroom. This allows us to work on their independent learning goals, but also it allows us to scaffold the learning outcomes in the large group. For example, one student may only be working on matching vocabs with definitions, whereas another student might be working on writing out full definitions for each of the vocabulary words. By servicing kids in this format, it really allows us to get all of the needs of all of the students met individually at their own level.
So as we continue here at the Academy of St. Louis on our virtual tour, I wanted to stop by and introduce you to Mrs. Vicki Schrader. Mrs. Schrader is our transition director, and I'd like for her to explain a little bit about our transition program.
Sure. Our transition program at the Academy is our hallmark program. Our mission here is to provide each student with a safe and nurturing environment while providing them the skills necessary for them to reach their full potential. This will look different for each student because each student in our program is likely to take a different path.
So I think you're right, with the transition program, each student is different. So they help us actually make this visual chart so that they can reach and attain the goal that they have picked. So we have this upward trajectory that has many points and many aspects of it to help them get to this positive goal. However, on the other hand, sometimes we have this downward trajectory, and these are just opposite things that sometimes hold them back from reaching this goal. So it's really a good tool to work with in the classroom because then the teacher can just simply guide them from things that they're doing here and hopefully bring them back up and back onto that positive trajectory.
Our team has worked really hard. We've partnered with UMKC to create and track these goals, and we can use it daily as a visual reminder to make sure that our students are on that upward trajectory and minimizing those downward negative situations that lead them away from what they want out of life.
Okay, well, thank you so much. I think that's great. I think that kind of really explains about our transition program, and I feel like it's a very unique thing in St. Louis to have a program like this. So anyway, thank you, Mrs. Schrader. I appreciate your time.
You're welcome.
I'm Heather Forbes. I am a licensed clinical social worker. I am an author, a speaker, and an expert in the field of trauma. And at the Academy, I really see that there's a premise with all the kids here, and that they have a learning disability at some level, many at extreme, many at more minor levels, but it doesn't matter. That's really the premise of this school and why it is so effective, because we address the learning disabilities, but also then the emotional piece underneath and the relationship piece. And when you put a child in an academic environment that struggles, which most of these kids do, when you are able to connect with them, you are calming down their brain. And what happens then is that no matter what their learning disability is, they're able to think more clearly. And that really is the most important piece, is to decrease the stress, increase the level of relationship, and then no matter what the level of disability, you have a child that can function at a much higher level. And so this school is all about helping kids at every single level of a child's development, understanding that the relationship that the students have with their teachers is going to be the most important, and then building upon that, that ultimately then does create academic success.
So during this time of COVID, we've really tried to be able to give our students still some of the classes that they would normally get in person. We've contracted Chime, which is an organization from Chicago that does music therapy. So our kids get music therapy twice a week virtually. And then also working out. Our kids used to go to the local YMCA and they used to have personal training. Well, we can't do that now. So now we have enlisted a company called Find McCore, and they do virtual training for our students twice a week as well. So those are just a few of the accommodations that we're making, trying to make it as normal as we can.
Hi everyone, my name is Allie Dunn and I'm a music therapist with the Chicago Center for Music Education, CHIME for short. I also serve as our program director for diverse abilities, which is our music therapy services and our adapted classroom work like we're doing with the Academy this year. You know, when the pandemic hit, everyone got very creative about how to deliver services remotely, us included. And one of the bright sides of that is that geographic barriers were no longer there. So we were over the moon when the Academy came to us and asked if we could serve their kids in St. Louis. You know, a lot of schools right now are cutting out and cutting back on things. So we were really impressed that the Academy was going above and beyond to seek us out and to provide these meaningful music experiences for their kids. So thank you, Academy, for bringing us on board this year. We are thrilled to see the growth and the learning that's taking place in the classroom. And we're just so grateful to be a part of your community this year.
Cassie from Find McCore Fitness, and we offer in-home and virtual personal training, and our goal is to always improve people's overall wellness, and we believe we can do that by teaching people how to move their bodies in fun and challenging ways while instilling a healthy lifestyle and solid nutrition. And we love to help people of all different fitness levels, but especially for youth and for the students at the Academy, we love to teach them new exercises to challenge their brains and their muscles, while also teaching them healthy body image and healthy nutrition. And we hope all of that really snowballs together to give them more confidence in their everyday life and to improve their overall wellness.
So one of the most important aspects of our school is our religion program. With our children all having special needs, we want to make sure that they understand that they get their identity from God, not from people around them, not from what people around them are saying to them or about them or labeling them. God is their creator, and therefore we really work with them to help them understand that He's given them specific gifts to actually use on this earth. And there's a certain path that He has for them to go down. And so what we just do here at the Academy of St. Louis is we partner with that child and their parents, and we just help them down that path, which is, you know, the path that God wants them to be on. So we're continuing our tour, our virtual tour here at the Academy of St. Louis. And I have a new parent whose daughter goes to our school. Her name is Janetta. And I just wanted to ask her father if there was anything in particular that he has seen, you know, any changes in her, maybe even changes at home since she's been at the Academy with her behaviors, or, you know, she's progressing academically, making friends, those types of things. So, Jim, I'm going to open that up to you. And if you could just kind of explain to us some of the experiences that you've had at the Academy.
The immediate thing we noticed was that she has friends, and you know, at her previous schools she had kids that she wanted to be friends with, and it was a challenge because you know, Janetta is different, and as the school has told us, she learns different and differently, and but she's in an environment with really her deepest, closest friends that she's ever had, and constantly talks about these close friends. And recently we all got together as best we could on the weekend for a social event, and it made her day to be able to get together with these kids outside of school. And so that was our moment where we saw our little girl really coming about, where school was becoming more than just a place to go and learn. It was becoming a part of her life, and it meant a lot to us to see her making that change. And so we are getting constant, daily reports, casually, of course, but that her behavior here at school, for the most part, has been the way it should be. And so we know something here is different. That was not the case previously. Previously, it was a daily struggle. We gave up everything, in a sense. We moved, we went to a public school district that we thought was well equipped and well prepared to handle a child like our daughter, and they weren't, and it was extremely disappointing. And it was a struggle every day, and here it is not. So we know what's going on here is working, because we get told by her teachers every day, she did great today, she participated, she got along with the other kids, and it's just remarkable. It's our little miracle that the ingredients here, and I think it's the caliber of teachers and the way this school was developed, and it all comes down to the people. It's working, and it's working tremendously in our daughter's life.
So for our next parent interview, I'd like to introduce Mrs. Lynn Lachance. She has a daughter at our school this year. She's new. And I just think it'd be nice if she could share with you a little bit about the experiences her family and her daughter Lillian has had this year.
Well, we're a new family to the Academy. Lillian joined the Academy last August, and this school has been the biggest blessing to our family. We were at a pretty desperate moment, and it was on a Friday afternoon. I was reading the Catholic Review, and I saw an ad for a special education teacher. Mm-hmm. And I read through the ad, and I thought, what is this Academy of St. Louis? Mm-hmm. And I think I sent you an email that weekend, and I heard from Cherry on Monday, and we visited the school that week, and I just knew this was her home. To know that our daughter is with godly women and men every day who make a safe atmosphere for her, who love her and cherish her for the person God created. There's nothing better as a parent to have that just peace that we have searched for years for our daughter. And it transformed our family. The stress that our daughter was under and the anxiety, I don't think I even knew until it was released from her. And our sons, their relationship with Lily is grown so much because she is at peace and she is happy. And you just can't ask for anything more than that as a parent. So we are so blessed and so grateful. And I feel the same from the Academy, that they're grateful we're here, that we've joined their community, and it's just been a blessing. And I know God has put the school in our path, and we've been put in your path. So we are all growing together, and we're excited to see where the school is going. There's so many new and fun things happening, and just exciting growth. To be part of this vibrancy is just going to be wonderful.
Hello, I just wanted to take a moment to thank you all for joining us on this virtual open house. We'd love for you to come and see more of the school. If you'd like to make an appointment, you can just click on the scheduling button that is on the home page of our website, and we would be glad to schedule an appointment for you. Once again, thank you for joining us.